Hi everyone. So till now, you have seen that we have covered most of the AWS related courses and Terraform related courses. So till the time in the Terraform sections, we have covered these 10 days, like starting from the file creation on laptop, 5 way of passing variable value, Terraform data and output block, Terraform state file, VPC creation, conditional resource creation, dynamic block, and if you delete the state file, so what will happen with the Terraform? Either it will create the infrastructure again, or it will match with the infrastructure which is available over the cloud only, correct? And we have seen the RDS creation using the Terraform as well. So like all the dependent resources and the RDS itself, the creation of the RDS instance so that you can host your database, correct? Now in today's video, and it's day 11 for us. So we will be covering this S3 event notification through Lambda function using the Terraform. So till the time, if you watch out my AWS course, you will see that this particular thing, S3 event notification with the help of Lambda function, we have covered in the from the console itself. We have implemented all these things, correct? So now we will be deploying all the infrastructure with the help of Terraform, and we will see that how it will work, correct? So let's directly move to the Terraform code, and then we will try to implement it, correct? So I have already written down the code, and as you can see right now, we don't have any S3 bucket here. It's all empty. Then if you check for the Lambda function, let me show you that Lambda function as well. So you will see that there is no Lambda functions as well. That means there is no S3 bucket, there is no Lambda function. We will be creating whole of the infrastructure from the scratch itself, and it will give us the required purpose. That required purpose is doing the implementing the Lambda function to get the event notification, correct? When we say the event notification, what does that mean? So let's suppose that this is one of the S3 bucket, correct? Just suppose that this is S3 bucket, and in this S3 bucket, so this is S3 bucket, correct? So this is the S3 bucket, and I want a Lambda function, so which will, whenever I create any, like whenever I upload any file in this S3 bucket, correct? So Lambda function will be triggered, and this Lambda function will show me the result of the this object, which is uploaded in this S3 bucket. So in the S3 bucket, I will be uploading a file, and this file uploading the file will invoke the Lambda function, and that Lambda function will retrieve the object name, bucket name, and it will print the content of that file into logs, correct? So that's the purpose we want to achieve with the help of that Lambda function implementation. So let's get into the code, and you will see that what are all the resources I'm creating one IAM role. That IAM role will have the policy attached. So this is the IAM role creation resource for the in the Terraform. Then we are attaching one policy, and that policy is AWS Lambda basic execution role, correct? So that Lambda can be executed. That's the policy. It's a AWS managed policy. Then again, I'm creating one more policy for the full access of the S3, so that the objects can be retrieved from the S3 objects, S3 buckets, correct? Then only it will show in the log. So whatever the content is or whatever the objects are uploaded in the bucket, so that policy will be there. Then I'm creating S3 bucket. So this will be the S3 bucket where we will be uploading the file, my upload bucket -dem, that I'm keeping the bucket name just because the name should be unique. That's why I'm creating a such name, correct? Then we are creating one Lambda function, and in the Lambda function, we are mentioning the name of the function, S3 upload trigger function. Then this handler, Lambda function dot Lambda handler, and the version of the code is Python 3.12. So we are writing our code in the Python language, and that is the version, runtime version 3.12. And then the role what I have created initially. So that so that role will be attached here. The AWS IAM role dot Lambda execution role dot ARN, correct? And the Lambda function dot zip folder will be executed, correct? And here you can see the source code as which based on which source code it will the Lambda will execute its logic, correct? So you can see in the Lambda function dot zip that there is a code. I'll be showing with it. So that code I have written down, and you can see that code on my GitHub repo as well. So this is the code: import JSON, import Photo3 Lambda handler, and then the S3 bucket. It will get into the S3 service, and it will fetch for the bucket name. Then it will fetch for the bucket object, like which file has been uploaded, and it will print this custom message, hello from S3, and the bucket name and the bucket object, and then it will return the response, and it will print the data. That means the whatever the content is in the file, correct? So that logic is there. So that's in the lambda function.zip folder. Within that zip folder, there is a lambda function.py. So then there is a S3 bucket notification that we have implemented here. And after that, it's AWS Lambda permissions that we have created, correct? So everything is done. Now let's get into the terminal, and I'll be running this clear, clear, and then I'll be running this Terraform init. Okay, so now we are done with the Terraform init. I'll be running this Terraform plan. Terraform plan. Okay. 7 to 8, and then let's run the Terraform apply. Terraform apply auto approve, correct. And it will create all of the infrastructure. We will upload a file and we will see how it works, correct. So it's been created. 7 to add. What were the things which were being added? So you can see that in the plan, you should always check the plan. So it's the S3 bucket notification. Then there's a plan for S3 bucket. Then there is a plan for Lambda permission. Then there's a plan for your Lambda function creation itself. So all the things are being created, correct? You can see that. Resource 7 added, everything has been created. Now let's move into this S3 bucket. Just refresh here and you will find one bucket should be here. The bucket has been created. Now let's get into the bucket. One lambda function should be created here. Let me refresh. And you will see one lambda function here that's being refreshed. Let's see. Lambda functions, dashboard. One lambda function. And this is the lambda function. This is the code. Correct. It's being presented. So this is the code logic, correct? Now we will get into the monitor section and we will hit for the, we will just try to upload one file here. Let me upload. Upload, add files. And I will be adding this test file. So let's open this and just upload it. Upload. That is it. Let's check in the console. View CloudWatch logs. So this is the Lambda function from where I'm getting into the CloudWatch logs, correct? So let's, if you can see in the matrix, so one invocation has been done. You can see that, correct? The matrix and the graphs. Now let's get into the CloudWatch logs, which is being populated. So we will see that in the CloudWatch logs, it will print the bucket name as per the code logic, what we have written here. So if you see the code logic here, so what all the things should be printed? It should be printed hello from S3, then it will print the bucket name, then the object name. That means the file name it will print, and then it will print the content of the file, correct? In the response. So let's get into here. Click on the log streams. And here you will see hello from S3 that has been printed. The bucket name, my upload bucket hyphen demo, that is our bucket name, correct? So this is the bucket name, you can see. So all the things have been printed, and then test file.txt, the object name has been printed. Now refresh it again and you will see the content as well. Let me get a few steps back so that it will have all the content. Let me open it again. Just refresh. It's taking time to show the content as well. So let me refresh it again. Let me refresh the browser itself. Okay. So it's taking a bit time to generate all the logs, but yeah, it will. So we are sure that it will. So let me just wait for a few more seconds and it will generate the content of the file as well. So let's see that as well. So yeah, log stream is there. Let me click on the log stream. Now I can see the hello from the stream, my upload bucket demo, test file.txt, and then response metadata as well, correct? This is the test file for S3 file upload notification, and that is the content of our file as well. So in the test file.txt, this is the file. You can say this is test file for S3 file upload notification. And the same thing has been printed over here as well. So our code has worked and all the infrastructure had been deployed and everything has been done, correct? So this is the how you can deploy all of the infrastructure with the help of Terraform, and you can create our resources, correct? So Yeah, that's it. I wanted to show you in this particular demo how can you utilize your Lambda function creation, your S3 bucket creation, IAM role creation, and the policy creation, everything at one place, correct? And you can have your purpose fulfilled from the help of Terraform to deploy your infrastructure. Once you are done with your testing, the best practice is to Terraform destroy, correct? So I'll be running this Terraform destroy here, or Terraform destroy auto approve. Let me do the clear first, and then I'll be running the Terraform destroy. So let me run the Terraform destroy auto approve. Fail to pass command line flags. Okay, so it should be approved. Terraform destroy auto approve. It's going to destroy every resources. Meanwhile, I will have to delete that objects as well, correct? You will see the error sooner. So before the error comes, I will be deleting the that objects. You can see the error, right? Deleting S3 bucket because the bucket you tried is not empty. So I will have to make that bucket empty first. So I'm just going to delete this object, delete, and I will click on this permanently delete objects. That's done. Now let me run it again. Terraform destroy, auto approve, and everything should be empty now. And our state file should also be empty meanwhile, correct? Once all the resources are deleted. So it's refreshing the state. G1 to destroy, one destroyed, and you will see the Terraform.tf state is blank, and all these resources should be deleted as well. So let me click on this close, and let me click on the buckets. Let's refresh. There is no bucket. Let me click on the functions. Let me refresh. There is no function. And then we will be cleaning up this log groups as well. So let me delete this as well. Actions, delete log groups, delete. So this is how you can implement the everything. And thank you for watching this video. We will come up with another topic in the next video. So thank you till the time. Bye bye.